At Citizens for Restoring USA, we decided to start a new segment called Are You Kidding Me? This week's Are You Kidding Me winner is Barack Hussein Obama. Here's what he had to say, calling out Republicans who oppose letting in Syrian refugees into the United States right now.
Apparently they're scared of widows and orphans coming into the United States of America as part of our tradition of compassion. Now, first they were worried about the press being too tough on them during debates. Now they're worried about 3-year-old orphans. That doesn't sound very tough to me.
53% of Americans think that we should not be taking in Syrian refugees right now. President Obama does not seem to be serious about this issue. If he was, why didn't he help the Syrians when Assad was gassing his own people and crossing his red line?
When candidates say we want to admit 3-year-old orphans, that's political posturing.
And in second place for the Citizens for Restoring USA Are You Kidding Me award goes to former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Here's what she had to say about ISIS and the refugee crisis.
Hillary Clinton tweeted out, quote, "We've seen a lot of hateful rhetoric from the GOP, but the idea that we turn away refugees because of religion is a new low."
I don't think we're at war with Islam. I don't think we're at war with all Muslims. I think we're at war with jihadists. We are not at war with Islam or Muslims. Don't want us to be painting with too broad a brush.
The United States will not lead this. We will provide essential, unique capabilities that we have, but the Europeans and the Arabs had to be first over the line.
That we can bring people together, but it cannot be an American fight. And I think what the president has consistently said, which I agree with, is that we will support those who take the fight to ISIS.
And in third place for the Citizens for Restoring USA Are You Kidding Me award goes to Senator Bernie Sanders. It was a very difficult decision between he and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. However, Bernie comes in third. Here's what he has to say about ISIS and the refugee crisis.
During these difficult times, as Americans, we will not succumb to racism.
In the previous debate, you said the greatest threat to national security was climate change. Do you still believe that?
Absolutely. In fact, climate change is directly related to the growth of terrorism.
Now is not the time for demagoguery and fear-mongering. We will not turn our backs on the refugees from Syria and Afghanistan.
Well, there you have it. The first 3 winners of the first installment of Citizens for Restoring USA Are You Kidding Me award? Look, folks, ISIS fighters posing as Syrian refugees were caught crossing into Europe just days ago. 8 Syrian nationals were caught crossing the Mexican border into Texas just last week. It's time for real leadership. Folks, it's time for Donald Trump.
This is a worldwide problem. I'd get everybody together. That includes Russia, and I've been right about that too. Now all of a sudden Putin's going wild with bombing ISIS, and that's a good thing, not a bad thing. Who needs to take the credit? Let him have some credit. But I would get everybody together and I'd blast the hell out of them. They wouldn't be there long, believe me. I would blast the hell out of them. And you're right, the source of wealth, their primary source of wealth is the oil that we should have kept when we left Iraq. We shouldn't have been in Iraq, but we should have kept it when we left Iraq. But their primary source is the oil. We should bomb the hell out of it. And now they're just starting to do that, but they're 2 years late. And interestingly, after Paris, all of a sudden, they start bombing sites that they knew about for 1.5 years. Why didn't they bomb them a year ago? They're training sites, and they could have bombed them a year ago, but they started bombing them after the tragic events of Paris. So many things are wrong. We need leadership in the world now. You know, it's really a worldwide leadership, but boy, do we need leadership in our country. We will make America great again, and thank you, everybody.